I have never seen such a successful person who doesn't have the quality of self-discipline. Whether it is a successful student, or a singer, or an athlete, or a businessman. If there is only one common quality among all of them, then that is self-discipline. The problem is that in our childhood, our school teachers used to scold us by saying, "Be disciplined." So from that, we had understood that self-discipline is something which makes us forcefully do something which we actually don't want to do. But in reality, the meaning of self-discipline is exactly opposite of that. Self-discipline means doing the things which I really want to do on a daily basis by following some certain rules. Do you want to die at an early age eating pizza, burgers daily? Definitely not. So is there any need to maintain a discipline to eat pizza, burgers daily? Again, definitely not. Now you tell me, do you really want to lead a healthy and happy life following a proper diet? So what do you need for that? Self-discipline. So firstly, you have to understood that self-discipline is not a punishment. Self-discipline is self-love. It means fixing some certain rules by loving oneself for making one's life better. Like you can tell yourself, "Hey, I know that you want to eat pizza now, but I love you so much that I can't let you compromise on your health anymore." Or, "I know that although your exam is knocking at the door, you are still finding it difficult to concentrate on your studies. So you want to go for a hangout with your friends. But I love you so much that I can't let myself see you getting sad and depressed after getting failed in the exam. So whether you are feeling like it or not, but you have to listen to me and you have to study now." And also from a study done by Wilhelm Hoffman in 2013, it was found that in the same circumstances of life, those who maintain self-discipline remain more happier than others as they can easily take positive decisions in their life, while others get into conflict. Should I start doing exercise or not? Should I start maintaining a proper diet or not? So due to the conflict, they tend to become more upset and more stressed. So in today's video, I will share 3 simple and easy steps with you so that you can also build this magical power of self-discipline in yourself. Step number 1. Identify the triggers. Charles Duhigg in his book Power of Habit said that behind every habit, there exists some triggers which generate temptation to follow that habit. That habit may be good or bad. Suppose you have decided to maintain a proper diet, but a lot of ice creams and Cadburies are stored in your freezer. So whenever you will open the freezer, you will feel a temptation to eat those things. And as a result, it will become harder for you to maintain the diet. On the other hand, suppose you have decided to go for a jogging every day. And now if you put your running shoes out somewhere in front of your eyes, then it will work as a trigger for you to go for a jogging. So to maintain self-discipline, first we have to identify the triggers and then we have to remove the triggers of the bad habits from in front of our eyes. Because there is an old saying, out of sight, out of mind. And we have to bring more and more of those triggers of good habits in front of our eyes. Step number 2. Balance schedule. Basically there are 2 types of people. Number 1, who says that I will start doing the work when I will feel like doing it. And number 2, who says that I will start doing the work now so that I start to feel like doing it. So in which category do you belong? If you always take action totally depending on your feelings and emotions, then most of the time you will get into trouble. Because you will never feel like studying until you are getting already late to start studying for your exams. You will never feel like maintaining a proper diet unless you suffer from severe disease. So what is the solution? Solution is self-discipline. It means loving yourself and to create a schedule for your own good by balancing your mind and intellect. Let's take this example. Suppose your exam is knocking at the door and so now your intellect is saying that you have to read 6 hours daily. And your mind is saying that how will you suddenly read 6 hours daily when you can't even read for 1 hour daily. So balancing between both of them, they both agree to read 3 hours daily. Mind says, okay, 3 hours seems possible. Intellect says, yeah, 3 hours is not that bad. So now you have to maintain this 3-hour schedule daily. Now the next thing is timing. Some find it easy to study in the morning, others in the evening. So you can prefer any time which you find best suitable for you, and then you have to devote those 3 hours per day only and only in your studies. And you should not do any other thing at all in those 3 hours. As the schedule is set by balancing between mind and intellect, so there will be minimum conflict in your brain that whether you should do it now or not. So like this, if each and every work can be done by you, maintaining a balance between your mind and intellect, it will become really easy for you to maintain self-discipline. Step number 3. Forgive and move forward. Suppose by creating balance between mind and intellect, you might have fixed that from now on, every day you will read from 6 to 9 pm. 2 days have passed accordingly, but on the third day, an emergency work has come and you fail to follow the schedule. Then after 2 days, again the same thing happens. Now in that type of case, we get frustrated and we say to ourselves, I can't maintain any routine, these things are not for me. We get angry with ourselves. You have to understand that life will never go 100% according to your plan. Every day new challenges will come. Sometimes you will win, sometimes you will lose. But you have to believe in yourself. Majority of people get stressed, angry and give up when they face challenges. Because doing so is very easy. But there are very few people, when they are faced by some challenges, they keep calm and keep trying to overcome those challenges with patience. Those are the people who manage to achieve something big in their life. Now choice is yours, in which team you want to enroll yourself. So to develop self-discipline, you have to follow 3 simple steps. First, you have to identify the triggers of the habits. Then you have to sweep away the triggers of the bad habits and bring in more and more triggers of good habits in front of your eyes. Then you need to make a schedule balancing between your mind and intellect. And lastly, if you fail to maintain the schedule for some days for whatever reasons, you need to forgive yourself with love and then again have to start trying believing in yourself. As someone once said, self-discipline is the magic power that makes you unstoppable. If you ask me to suggest a book on this topic, I will recommend you the book Power of Habit written by Charles Duhigg. You can buy the book by following the link given below in the description. At last, a little request to you. If you find this video useful, then please share it with your friends so that they can also find solution for life problems. Thanks for watching. More wisdom, more solution, better life.